Welcome back to the Soul and Success Academy on the Spiritual UPlevel Podcast, where I share tools and tips on how to find soul aligned success. I'm your host, Jeri Cristine, and today I'm going to share with you the cycle of energy. This is the cycle of energy in your day. It's the cycle of energy of a project. It's the cycle of energy or the life cycle of a business. And so let's jump right into it. If you can, I would encourage you to watch this on YouTube because I am sharing a diagram that I created. Maybe. Where did it go? Too many tabs open. So, maybe 6 months ago, sometime within the last year, in one of my meditations, God kept showing me these visuals of a toroidal shape. And if you're not familiar with what that means, it's kind of the shape of a donut where there's um, an inside that's all squished together, and then it comes around to the outside. So two equal parts coming around to the outside, and then they come back into the middle. And in the meditation, it was very clear that basically everything is this shape. So I believe that our earth is this shape. I believe that it's been proven that our energy bodies are this shape. If you've ever seen the picture of a human in the middle and then their energy body, which has been measured going out on both sides and then coming back up through their feet and back up through the crown of their head. That's basically what it looks like. And I was also given the awareness that this is how our energy works. So it's how everything works. And so I just kind of want to go through this and encourage you because it's so easy to beat ourselves up, especially if we're a high performing type of person. It's super easy to beat yourself up if you're not highly performing at the time. Like, I don't know about you guys, but I rarely ever in my entire life have taken a nap. It's just not something I'm good at doing because the second I were to even consider thinking about taking a nap, a million other things pop into my mind that I could be doing that would be more productive, that need to be done, and so forth. But the truth is that resting period is part of the way that we recuperate so that we can perform highly when it's time to perform. And so it's so important to understand this cycle and just kind of give yourself a break by knowing where you are in the cycle and knowing that it is a cycle. You're never stuck in one place. Like, you might feel like, oh my gosh, I haven't felt like doing anything in 2 days or 2 weeks or 2 months. And that's okay. You might just be in a bigger cycle and it's never ending. It's constantly moving. Energy is constantly taking a different shape. Our lives are constantly evolving. And that is basically what this shows. So I just want to walk through this diagram, beginning with creation, which is right in the middle of where the two fields of energy are touching each other and they actually cross. You can see in the video, but that creation, if you can imagine, this is where our energy is the most creative. It's the most potent. It's the tightest. It's like that there's so much going on in there that something has to explode out of it. And that is creation. The something that is exploding out of this inner, you know, turmoil of energy going on. So imagine if you've ever came up with a new idea or a project or started a business and you're so excited about something and you have to create it. Like, it just has to come out of you and all the ideas come out of you. And just so many people will describe that feeling like overflowing. That's exactly what's happening here. And so that excitement of energy that's causing that creation begins to bubble up and overflow, and it comes up through your heart center, through your mind, out through your crown chakra. It comes out through the top of your head. It's that overflowing energy. And so it's creation, it's excitement of purpose, and then it's movement. And this is where the energy comes out of you into the world. So the movement then creates an outward focus. And so this is where you're moving forward on the project. You're building the business. You're, telling the rest of the world about what you're doing because you're so excited, and there's so much energy moving up and outward out of your creation energy. The next step after outward focus is giving of yourself and your energy. So again, imagine a business or a project and you're pouring your heart and soul into it. So it's come out of your body. The energy is out into the world now. And now you're putting yourself into this project. So you're giving, you have excitement, you have so much to give because that creation energy bubbled up so much excitement and movement out of you. Next is work, repetition, resilience. And so you've created the thing, it's working, and now you have to continue the thing. Now you continue doing the thing. You might do it better, you might build more, but there's that repetition, that resilience that comes from doing something good and the excitement that's built there. Next is payoff or results. So after work comes results. That's just a law of nature. And so there you have your payoff, you start making money in your business, or if it was a project you were working on, say it was for school, you turn it in and you get your grade. There's the results there. And then after the peak of the payoff or results comes reduced excitement. Just naturally, like you've created this thing, you've done this project, you've moved forward in such a big way. You worked hard at it, you got a payoff from it. And now what? So this is where the excitement begins to diminish a little bit. Then you have reduced energy. If your excitement goes down, if your feelings and emotions reduce even slightly, your energy naturally reduces slightly. Following that is reduced focus, and then inward focused. So you've created this project, you've created this business, you've done whatever it is that you are building up towards. You kept working and working at it, you got a payoff from it. And then what? And everything starts going down slightly. You start wondering, why am I not excited? Why am I not still moving forward at that exponential rate that I was moving at when I was building the business? What's wrong with me? Those kind of things. What's next, maybe? And here is where rest is required. So instead of beating yourself up, just know that you're in this point of cycle and now you need rest. Rest rejuvenates us and transforms our energy. So the next step is transmutation. That reduced, more negative, inward focused energy is then transmuted with proper rest, nutrition, hydration, taking self-care, taking care of yourself. And then that energy, which can never be destroyed because energy can be neither created nor destroyed, that same energy is then transformed back into creation so that you can start something new. If you think about this and look at this, this is not just for a business or a project. This is our daily cycle. This is our daily cycle. When we wake up, right before we wake up is creation, right? When we wake up is supposed to be excitement, purpose. I know for many of us, it's not. It's dread, it's stress. That's a whole nother thing that, I can help you with that. but it's supposed to be excitement and purpose. And then a movement, outward focus, giving of yourself, and your energy, work, repetition, resilience, payoff, paycheck, whatever, however that payoff comes from, and then reduced excitement. You think if you in your day, you go home, your energy's a little bit lower, you veg out, you're inward focused, you go to bed, and then it starts all over again. So this is a daily cycle. And it is the cycle of an entrepreneur. I used to beat myself up because I would get so excited about things and then I would lose focus and start something else. And one of my coaches about 20 years ago said, "Congratulations, you're the perfect entrepreneur because that's what you do. You use your energy to create something new. You work so hard at it. You create it. You work hard. You have payoff, and then you need something else. Eventually, you need to bring that energy back in, rest and rejuvenate, and then allow something else to come out of you." I personally resonate so much with this diagram. I know it was given to me for a reason, which is why I created it and put it on paper. I am happy to share this diagram with you. Please go to my YouTube channel. It's the same as the podcast, the Spiritual UPlevel Podcast, and you can see the diagram and let me know if it resonates with you as well. Thank you for joining me today, and I look forward to seeing you next week on the Soul and Success Academy on the Spiritual UPlevel Podcast.